What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants, no hate. So last night we were on TikTok Live, and one of my, let's just say a social media buddy, it's not somebody I hang out with or nothing. I don't know him personally, but we always have good dialogue. And just from our conversations, he seemed to be good people. So last night he says to me, it's like, hey, Aries, he's like, you get a chance, check out, I got a video for you to check out. Yeah, I said, all right, what's up? I said, what, send me the link or whatever. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna send you. He's like, yo, this guy named Fannin, he's saying some stuff. Like, I don't want to tell you. I'm like, who? He's like, Fannin. So I'm like, Fannin. I didn't know who the hell he was talking about. He's talking about Fanon. I forgot all about Fanon. And so anyway, he sends me the link, and I checked the video out. After I watched it, I understood why he was asking me. I mean, and often they do that. They're like, "Yo, did you see this and that yet?" Like, nah. Sometimes people come in my chat right here on YouTube, and they'll like ask me, "Did I see certain things?" And they're like, "Nah, not yet." Now I'll check into it, and then what? So Fanon, I'm telling you guys, like, I don't really understand like what the fuck Fanon was talking about. He basically talked about Errol Spence. That was the main topic, and he also brought up Deontay Wilder. And what he said was, he says that he's seen a video. I didn't see it, but he said he saw a video of Errol Spence training. He's looking good. He's looking sharp. He said he's coming back. He's about to return to the ring soon. Now this is Fanon saying this. So. And for the record, before I continue, I don't know what's going on with Errol Spence. I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything. I'm not like on any of these people's social medias, but I will look them up just to see if anything is coming up. I've seen nothing. But according to Fanon, he's looking good, looking sharp. He's in great shape. Okay. But he says that Errol Spence is going to get the last laugh against Terrence Crawford. Okay. And then he says, yeah, man, Terrence Crawford cheated and Errol Spence got cheated. Then he said, I'm not saying he cheated in the fight, but he cheated, in the build up and everything that happened, like going to the fight. And I have no idea what Fanon is talking about. Now, I do remember the Avanesian fight happened when, Crawford says, I'm going right across the street, and I'm going to get this money, and I'm coming back, and that's when he, did the BLK Prime thing, and, him and Adrian Broner was supposed to be there, and that all folded, but he had his fight, of course. Adrian never fought. That just didn't go through, then he came back. Now, Errol Spence was the A side. And Terrence Crawford didn't control the negotiations. I don't know what Terrence Crawford is talking about. I mean, what Fanon is talking about. And this was for undisputed. There was no catch weight. There was none of that. No rehydration clause. And there was none of that. So I don't know what he's talking about. Now, he didn't specify anything. Now, if he was thinking, but for whatever reason not saying, that he thinks that after this Canelo fight is something that's Errol Spence and Crawford's going to fight again, and this time Spence is going to beat him. Okay. I mean, that if that would be his opinion, okay, cool. But I don't know like where this is coming from. One, Crawford's about to make $100 million in this fight. If Crawford, well, at least that's what the word is. And bottom line is, for Crawford, if he was to beat Canelo and decided to stick around, if he is going to stay at 168. Fight a Jamal Charlo. Fight some, if it's a one and done, I beat Canelo, then drop back down. I'm just saying, it's not a lot of names at 168, but it's not about names, it's about the competition. To those who care for this, for the thrill of competition, but just boxing itself, it's like he just be the draw, and that person would just be getting a title shot. I mean, where's he gonna go? There's nothing at 160, and at 154, I mean, there's really only one man that he can fight, and there he have no logical explanation to fight anybody else at 154 other than Jerron Boots Ennis. You understand what I'm saying? Unless Jerron fought someone and lost, and then he fight that, But other than that, if you can fight Canelo at 168 and win, then you can fight Jamal Charlo. So I know he's not going down to 147 again. So for Errol Spence, do we know anything about him coming back at any other weight class? Now, I know he said it 154. But the point, what I'm saying is, for him to come back, he has to win his fight first. Now, for him to let his body heal completely and get the rest he needed, and I mean, like, literally the abuse to his body, the car accident, all the drinking and everything. Now, Fanon did point that out. And years ago, I said, I don't like that about Spence. That every time I see this dude in the video now, he look like he's drunk. The car accidents, and him making comments like I can box and jab, move and all that, but that's boring. There's just no restraint, no discipline, and really like naive. And I'm just like, yeah, that's a bad sign of a fighter who's their ego is so inflated that they don't understand like the discipline that you need and to keep your body in tip-top shape is vital. And I mean, you remember the fight, Crawford hurt him to the body, he hurt him upstairs. Anytime he caught him clean, he hurt him, and he dropped him several times. So I don't understand though what Fanon meant by saying that Crawford cheated Errol Spence. He didn't explain shit. He just kept saying the same thing. Then he said, just like Tyson Fury and Wilder, everybody knows Tyson Fury cheated. He's a dirty fighter. He cheated. And then he's saying, Wilder come back looking sharp, looking good and all that. I don't know about all that for sure. But he's talking about Wilder's going to come back and take his time, and get things back in order. But Wilder's already like 40 years old, or damn near 40 years old, so his clock is ticking. Now, we all know the accusations about Fury, but he's saying that Wilder's going to get the last laugh. Okay, meaning what? I mean, is he? I'm like, I don't know. Is the guy trying to say that there'll be a fourth fight, and then this time Wilder's going to win? And even if that would have been the case, he'd still be down 2-1 in a draw. But at the same time, like, where is this coming from? I'm like, who the hell is talking about Wilder Fury 4? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, where is this even coming from? The last laugh means you got the better of a person or the better of a situation. Like, what does that mean? He's going to get the last laugh. I mean, let's say, for example, if Errol Spence comes back, and let's say he went to 154 and he beat Jerron Boots Ennis, right? And then let's say, for example, like he fight Ortiz, and Turkey thinks this is a great fight, and he says 200 million. Can you say he got the last laugh? Nah, he just got a hell of a payday against a whole different fighter, and that had nothing to do with Crawford. When they fought, Crawford handled business and moved on to his next fight and his next fight. So how are you getting the last laugh? Like, nah. I mean, you could say, hey, he got a better deal than Crawford. Well, how is he getting the last laugh? Like, I don't understand what the hell Fanon was talking about. I don't. So I started trying to look at other things to see, like, maybe he was watching things and he was saying made his video based on things he saw, but just wasn't doing a good job of explaining himself because he wasn't. But I can't find anything. So I don't know what the hell he was talking about. I mean, as far as even like the Wilder situation, man, there's two ways. Well, there's three ways that Wilder, as far as I'm concerned, can get the last laugh on Fury. And that would be one, yeah, if they had another fight and he destroyed him, like really destroyed him, like, okay, which I don't see happening. Two, he was able to beat his ass in the streets and Fury just didn't believe in going to the police. But you understand what I mean? I'm just saying, that might make him feel better inside. But the world wouldn't know about it. You understand what I'm saying? Three, he have a fucking rematch and then do it again. So then it's 2-2. You know, like, that's what I'm saying. I just don't understand what the hell Fanon was talking about. I mean, like, let's say, for example, you had a girlfriend, right? Wife, whatever. She decides she don't want to be with you no more. She this and that. Now she's been cheating on you. She found some other guy. Y'all separate, right? And let's say y'all done went y'all separate ways and she think that everything is so good and this and that, whatever. Now she's been cheating. Now, all of a sudden, let's just say you play the lottery. Bam. You win like $800 million or some shit. Not only that, but the guy that she's with ends up cheating on her. And then she finds out that you now have $800 million. I could see somebody saying he got the last laugh in that situation because the person that she cheated on, lied to, and hurt is now doing fine without her. And you understand what I'm saying? And then that's all she was about anyway, trying to get money. You understand what I'm saying? So I can see, like, you know, scenario is something that happened. Like I said, you got the better of a person or a situation. You know, somebody tried to do something dirty to you and it backfires. So, I mean, that's you getting the last laugh, so to speak. But, you know, as far as Errol Spence being cheated by Crawford, because I'm sitting there like, man, what the hell is Fanon talking about? Terrence Crawford cheated Spence. What is that? And like I said, digging, looking, nothing. You know, only thing that I can think of that he might have been mentioning that I can think of is when Errol Spence was saying he wanted the rematch, but at 154, and then verbally Terrence Crawford agreed to it as saying, "Oh no, definitely it's not a problem. You could definitely do it at 154, and you know I have a problem making 154 as well." And then they turned around and said no. Now, if he's talking about that, okay, but Spence still got his ass kicked in the ring. So I mean, that was all after the fact, you know, after the fact. So I don't understand, you know, him tying the whole Spence is going to get the last laugh. Like, I mean, if Spence came back and knocked out 20 more people and became undisputed, how is he getting the last laugh against who and what? Like, what? How does that apply to Terrence Crawford? You understand what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell he meant by that. I don't, and I don't know, like, as far as you know, Deontay and Fury go. Come on, man, Deontay. You know, Fury done fought several times since then. Wilder done came back and forth Hellenius. He fought Parker. He fought Zhang, and he just fought this guy Herndon. So you understand? How does this lead back? What I mean, it you know, Fury, rumors that you keep hearing is that he's coming back to fight Joshua. But, you know, he's saying he want one more fight with Usyk or whatever. But it's like, where does Wilder fit in this? And if Fury was to take Wilder as another opponent, if they was to fight, it would be nothing but a fight he feel he can win because he feel like Wilder's easy. I know how to beat this guy. And Wilder's punch resistance is down as well, and his skills is not, you know, he's slipping. You can see it. So he's a worse fighter now. And if Fury is still even as good as he was against Usyk. He'll beat Wilder again, man. Like it's you understand what I'm saying? So like I don't understand what the hell Fernand was talking about. But I don't know. Maybe y'all heard something that he might be referencing, but he maybe don't have all the information or something that may. But I found nothing. And I do my homework on shit. I found nothing. I'm like, okay, I don't know. Maybe Fernand was just talking. Maybe he liked Errol Spence more than Crawford, or he liked, Deontay obviously more than Tyson Fury, or don't like Tyson Fury, or whatever the hell it is. Because none of that shit added up to me as to him saying they're going to get the last laugh. I don't know what the hell that means. I don't. So, I mean, if he said they're going to fight on, I think they're going to fight on and have continued success or something like that, with the whole, they're going to get the last laugh. I don't know, y'all. Anyway, talk to me in the comment section, y'all. What y'all think about Fernand's comments about Errol Spence getting the last laugh on Crawford, and Crawford cheated him, and, we already know the Wilder, like I said, Wilder Fury situation, but like, I don't know. Maybe one of y'all might have heard something else since then too, because I have no idea what the hell Fernand's talking about. Anyway, talk to me in the comment section, y'all. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.